Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. If I'm not mistaken, we saved on slot 2. Now, what was I doing? All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Oh, what was it called? Wait, let's just look at the... Oopsies, let's look at the court record. Right bumper. Oh, I don't have the picture anymore. No! Was it L? J-K-L. Or was it D? I mean, I could look at all of them, I suppose. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. It's A-B-F. Misty Faye. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it, yes. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. Oh, right, yeah. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself this way. Using this power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of 2 men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg? I suppose I could look at some more. Like this? J through S. Nothing much here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Skim. Yeah. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part's here, at the end in S. Suicide? Ooh. Just a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians. Oh, I didn't see what the last one was. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting? Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to it. I could use these new newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Newspaper clipping added to the court record. Oh. Okay, let's check the last area. Oh, that's T-U... I know. W. White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Yes, it was. It was probably put into the clock. That's what the W... That's what the information in the clock was. But yeah, I feel like I've seen everything probably that's there. But yeah, now I have the newspaper clippings. Okay, so I went here from Grossberg's office, looking for that one bit of evidence. I don't remember if there was... I don't know if, like, I was supposed to go back to, like, Blue Corp or something. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself. But it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Do I just ask him about stuff? Miss May. I think we're past needing to talk about April May. I'm gonna put this guy on the spot and quick. What's the matter? You seem distressed. Nothing better? This guy's a pro at pulling the wool over people's eyes. Oh, okay, yeah. Stop that! Your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. Okay, so I'm gonna do something like this. Present. This is the only clue that Mia left me. Better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? This is an article depicting a suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Interphone. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Oh, I see. Yes, sir, I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're right? You're right. You're absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I've found him. He's sitting right in front of me. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all her documents about you mysteriously vanished. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please contact me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. That's a prosecutor's office? I'm assuming this is supposed to be... Is this... Edgeworth? White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? No, it's different. It's a different person. I don't know who this is. Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. Oh, quietude. I told you I'd change my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you're in a position to freely offer your opinions on me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Right, or Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe, reporting, sir. Ah, Butts! Harry Butts! Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable a human being into custody. I read it as man being. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Ludicrous. Detention center, 3:37 p.m. Visitor's room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Right. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great. They let you out of detention. This is like, it's the same room, but it's supposed to be flipped. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? Yeah. I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well, defend me in court. I think that's what I have to say, isn't it? I'm just gonna save it. I don't think it's gonna matter what I put on here. I'm just gonna save our slot 2. Defend me in court. Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Alright. Huh? Leave it to me. I am Mia's sister after all. Lawyership runs in our blood. Wasn't it ghost powers that ran in your blood? I'd better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Wait. What? I'm kidding, it was a... I'm kidding, it was a joke? No way! No, really, I was kidding, but thanks, it's good to know you're on my side. I thought that the idea was that we'd basically get her to defend us so that we can basically defend ourselves. I thought that was the idea. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Okay. I'm trying, because, like, once again, as I said before, like, I have vague memories of how the story goes at this point. Only very vague ones, so, I'm misremembering stuff. Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. To be continued. Alright, okay. Yeah, let's save over the first episode. The first save slot. All these extra save slots are confusing me. September 9, 9:52 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah! Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. So yeah, he's not the Chief Prosecutor, he's just a prosecutor. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm gonna be guilty, end of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie, to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. That's such a stupid... Like, they start off by presenting presenting Edgeworth as like he demands justice or something, you know, he's like, justice is his middle name, sort of thing, like, but he's not, like, that's not his character. His character's I know his character changes a little as the episodes go on, I know. At this stage in the game, he is clearly just like, he's a douche. Like, he doesn't care about justice, he just cares about getting the guilty verdict. Which is very, very vain. If you're working in law enforcement, or in the law generally, it's supposed to be that your morals are that you find the right person guilty. I know a lot of lawyers don't do that, but if justice is your main concern, just getting everyone guilty isn't the right thing to do. Edgeworth, you've changed. You've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Yeah, see, that's kind of what I thought. I thought by involving Maya... Sorry, Maya. I get their names mixed up all the time. Essentially, I would just be using her to defend myself. Like, September 9, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. Yeah, but Maya stands next to me in the courtroom. And we'll see some cool stuff. I think it starts now. But it might start in the later in the next case or something. But we'll see, we'll see. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Raise an objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Red White of Blue Corp. I still think it's, it's too much. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? This fucker. Your name. Yes, that's what I said. Oh dear, to my what the fuck? Locutions confused. I have no idea what that word is supposed to be. Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. White boy? I didn't have the thing over it. I am the CEO, or, to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder, or were you at the Gatewater? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? It does feel like that a bit. Oh. Stop it. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Okay. Let's see. It was about 9, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction that it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to press him first, I think. It's about 9, I believe. I was quietly reading some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. As then I saw him, a spiky-haired man taking the woman with the long hair. Spiky-haired? Okay, well... I'm going to press a lot of places. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is he? Hey, whose side is the judge on, anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised. Was surprised, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. I think this is where... Yeah, this is where the thing I was trying to press April May comes in. I had this like sliver of memory about this piece of detail. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I'm always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Okay, and then I immediately present May's testimony. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho, it is simple, you must have misheard her. Nope, we actually got her to clarify. I think not, look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. As the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. Oh, true, yeah. He saw her run to the left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second, yeah. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Mr. Wright. Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Huh, I doubt it. Oh, rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. He was in the room. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. This is exciting. More specifically, he was standing here. He was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. It's... present. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he is watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. This is where the killer was standing. That is where the killer was standing, he says. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with... Wait, I'm giving him the wrong voice. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. She was hit once and died shortly after. That is what Miss May saw, you see. You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. She ran to the left. Okay. That is correct. This is mine. We assaulted the girl. She first ran to the left, and then you hit her, and she savagely. That I saw. Next to the last of her strength, she ran to the right. Just to deliver the final blow. Okay. Present. Oh, actually. Oh! I accidentally did the wrong button. Stop saying it was me. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. May I continue? That didn't lose me any health? No, it didn't. Okay. I'm just gonna press this again. What do you mean first? First? That is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please, sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First she ran to the left, and then... I'm gonna press this as well. What do you mean by that? That is what I'm about to explain. You Americans are... Wait, what? You Americans are always so impatient, it does not become you. Hey buddy, you're an American too. Yes. It's gotta be that, like, she was hit by a blunt object. It's gotta be the autopsy report, right? Oh, I'm not sure about this. I might save it. I'll save it in slot 3. Present. Okay, the music stopped. Good. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. No. The witness is confused because he's lying. I shouldn't yell. I've been yelling because, like, it's in the moment I feel like it's right, but then I realize I looked down at my microphone and it's like peaking. I empathetically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, the crowd. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Nice. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Yes. Mr. White. Okay. Witness testimony. The 2 accounts. Well, you see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Why the judge. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Alright, I already know what to do. I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. And the moment I saw Mr. Mia run to the left, the killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door. But you hit her with a thing. Wait. Oh, whoops. Thwap? That doesn't sound like a savage attack from your thing earlier. Earlier testimony. Yes, well, I'm a man of peace, you see. Phoenix. He's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. Heard that thing fall. Yeah, here we go. This is what I meant to. I didn't mean to press hold it on the previous one. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that! Yes, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press it further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door. Then you hit her with this. Oh, no, I keep pressing it. Lift. I keep pressing the wrong button. It's lying on the floor when I looked. This is where you present. Wait, firstly we'll check it. See, the light stand is invisible from the window. I've been holding on to that for ages. That is exactly the. It was the whole left-right thing, and then this, the fact that you can't see the light stand that I've been like holding on to since like May's testimony. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Absolutely. I'm making his voice less like pompous because he's like getting nervous. I'm trying at least. Look at this. These are the floor plans for the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What did you have to say? What do you have to say to that? Right, ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There was no way you could have recognized the broken shards as the glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Oh, what's happening? Mr. White! Oh, Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Oh, that's fine enough, Mr. Wright. Oh, Phoenix Wright. What? Oh, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, hmm? Oh? What? I said, you should confess your crime now. Go. Confess that you placed the wiretap. See, Edgeworth, this fucker. Like, he's protecting a murderer. The wiretap? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. No, the prosecutor's not supposed to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. I should be frickin' objecting. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He's leading the witness. He's leading the witness. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached Fay & Co. law offices. But then means his previous testimony was a lie. Which means you can't use his testimony to prove anything, because he's full of shit. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this all means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He is determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. But it also, like, shows that his testimony can't be trusted. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. This is a part I don't remember anything about. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September. The week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound? Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. God, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Okay, what do I have to show? But this was in their hotel room, which means they had got it back. The day of the murder, at least. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. When I saw the glass light stand, I'm just gonna press a bunch of his shit. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made of entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Oh. Okay, I need to friggin... I need to push him on everything. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves the wiretap was placed before the murder. Oh, right. I'm just gonna press him on every single thing he said. Was it really you who went to into that office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went into the Fay & Co. law office. Uh-oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No. No more. I can't take this anymore. I think that happens after you've pressed everything. I have a feeling I know what's about to happen. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yeah, what? No, why would you say yes? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! I know. I should have done it in the right voice. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Did I just pass out? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Ah! Did I pass out again? Hey, Phoenix. Jack, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. It's actually Maya. You're... Maya? This is where it gets weird. This is where it gets weird. I mentioned this. I alluded to this earlier in the game. Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya's channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. This is so weird. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have the receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah. The one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix. Right. White wrote that, not me. So, what do I do with it? Yeah, that's it. Right there. It's like, Mia's telling us. Look at the front of the receipt. The front? That's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item: glass light stand. Date of purchase: September 4. September 4? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. The fucking chances of that, man. Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? Sorry, Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now, you just have to prove it. Right. The receipt, the Maya thing changes to a receipt in the court record, because now it's there's more meaning to it. September 9, 1:16 p.m. Courtroom number 1. I love this game. This game is so good. Oh, I just realized what the time is. Oh, do I want? It's been 15 minutes. I should stop here. So, we'll be back next time to prove our innocence and to get friggin' Mr. Red White of Blue Corp. Frickin' convicted, hopefully. But until then, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe! I'm glad that we could end. I was like, damn, we didn't end on a high note, but actually, we ended on frickin' Maya proving that she's better at channeling the spirits than she thinks she is. She doesn't know she's channeling Mia, I don't think, at this point. I think she realizes at some point, but she's not skilled enough to just do it of her own volition. But when she stresses out, like this, at me being like, I give up, Maya's brain's like, no! And that energy is enough for her to channel Mia. And so Mia, we'll see more of Mia. We'll see more of Mia, Maya Mia, in the near-ish future. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and until the next episode of Phoenix Wright.